Hello everyone, I'm Biscuit and welcome to another VGC video. I'm going to be using the same team as last time, and I know it's been a little while. I was on vacation and now I'm back and I'm excited to record another video. Before we get started, I want to go over a little bit more detail on this team and explain a few quirks. The strangest thing you might see on this team is that I have Protect on a Choice Spam Dracovish. Why did he do that? Well, most people would put Dragon Rush there in case you needed a Dynamax Dracovish in a pinch, but the way I see it is if you're in that position, you've already lost. And I also really don't like its 75% accuracy, especially since it's choice to be locked into it. So, in most cases, Vicious Rend is going to be doing almost as much, if not more, even when it's resisted, as long as you're going first, of course. And I chose Protect because nobody expects it, and it might be useful in pinch situations where I need to stall for one more turn and then switch. So far, I haven't had to use it. Honestly, I use Vicious Rend 99% of the time. The other three moves are they're bonuses, really. Dracovish is the Vicious Rend Pokemon, that's why he's there. And you might also wonder why we have Energy Ball on Celesteela instead of Meteor Beam. Most Assault Vest Celesteals would run Flash Cannon, Air Slash, Meteor Beam, Flamethrower. That's the most common set at least. So allow me to preach for a moment here. Some people think that there's a correct or best moveset for a Pokemon. But you have to remember that each team is different and you need different tools. My team doesn't really need any more rock coverage, and I do need assistance against water types, namely Tapu Fini. So I adjusted my Celesteela to suit my needs, and it's worked out well for me. It does mean my Celesteela is totally walled by Rotom Heat, but the rest of my team can cover for that. The times I'm glad I had a grass move far outnumber the times I wish I had a rock move. So remember that whenever you're building a team. What do you need to cover? And if you can change a slot to adjust for that situation a little better, then do it. Okay, last thing. I've reopened my Fiverr services. So if you're in need of any battle-ready Pokemon, follow the link in the description and learn a little bit more about it. I can breed a Pokemon for you, or you can trade me a Pokemon like a legendary that can't be bred. I'll train them, I'll give them items, and I can even help you with some team building bits. So take a look at the description, and without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so let's start searching for a match here. The last time I made a video was about around the end of June. Right, so it's a new season, it's been a little while, and well, I'm actually a higher rank than before, and the reason probably is I was using a hyper-aggressive team to get out of Ultra Ball tier, and I may feature it a little bit later. I suppose we won't really get to use it since Series 10 is going to be super different, so, but it might be fun to show off. Two Porygons, Porygon 2, Porygon Z, we got probably some Trick Room. Is this a Perish Song team? Probably got two Perish Song users. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to need... I don't see any reason not to use Dracovish and Tyranitar in here. But in case they lead with Togekiss, I don't want to start with Dracovish because Follow Me makes it to where... Vicious Rend doesn't do so much damage. That said... No, I'm not going to lead with Dracovish. I think Celesteela is a good lead. I don't think we need Incineroar here. I kind of want to just lead off really offensive. And we'll do Tyranitar and Dracovish in the back. And they might lead with Gothitelle and trap me with Shadow Tag. I'm mostly concerned about the Porygon, either of them just doing lots of damage. And I think this lineup will deal with the rest of it pretty well. Celesteela has a grass move for Primarina. probably going to max Celesteela this game. We'll see. I wonder if this is going to be a Perish Storm team. It really looks like it. That's actually a pretty cool title card, I'm not going to lie. Okay. What do we got here? Porygon Z, and yep, there it is. Now, here's a trick about Gothitelle. You can tell if it has Shadow Tag if you try to switch with your first Pokemon. And it'll tell you. And if it didn't have Shadow Tag, it would let you do it. Since it's doubles, you can always go back. In singles, that's a lot more risky. Because if you switch out, then that's your turn. Okay, so they're probably going to fake out somebody. And I think it's probably going to be the... they're probably going to fake out the Garchomp. So I'm going to start getting damage on the Gothitelle. And Celesteela isn't really afraid of Porygon Z, but Garchomp is a little afraid. So I'm going to... You know, that probably wasn't the best play because they're probably going to max strike the Garchomp, and I'm going to be slower next turn anyway. I should have just attacked. But here we are. Probably, I think I just wasted my Garchomp, but we are going to waste a turn of the Dynamax probably at least. I really hope they're not using Fake Out on... Okay. Okay. We're probably going to survive that. Ooh, just barely. What's Gothitelle going to do? Life Orb? Hypnosis. Oh my goodness, I hate Hypnosis. Oh. Okay. My guess is that the Gothitelle has, what is it, Scope Lens. To boost accuracy on their Hypnosis. And if they're sashed, it doesn't matter now. Could be a berry. I was not expecting Hailstorm on the Porygon Z, that's for sure. That does put us in a bit of a rough position. Man, that Hypnosis really messed me up. Well, let's get a good Dragon Claw on. Yep, I figured something like that might happen. Another Hailstorm, I guess. Go back Garchomp. Strike. Ouch. That did so much. Okay, so honestly, it might not end up being so bad. Especially because we woke up. Good enough. Oh, we don't get the Beast Boost, but the Hail covers it, so I'm fine with that. I think Tyranitar is looking real good as our max option now. I'm just going to bring it in and probably just max it. Tyranitar is not too afraid of Porygon. The Festive. There's the Porygon 2. Neither of them have really good coverage moves, and last they brought Focus Blast. Can Porygon even learn that? I don't think so. Well, we can switch out, but I don't really want any damage on Dracovish. So I want more damage on Porygon 2, because Dracovish might not be able to knock that out in one hit. Let's see. Let's go ahead and get attack boosts. Rockfall's technically a little bit stronger, but I like the attack boost. Yeah, let's get it on Porygon 2. And once their max ends, they won't be able to change the weather anymore. Oh wait, no, they'll have rain. But Dracovish doesn't mind rain. Who's their fourth Pokemon? Is it going to be Politoed, Primarina? I would be surprised if it was Togekiss, and if it is, Togekiss is just fine. Ah, okay. Well, that's good to know. Switch, it might not have recovered. Hailstorm into Celesteela into Tyranitar. That doesn't do too much. That's okay. Well, we're gonna do a bunch of damage into the Oregon Z. Get an attack boost. And honestly, it's just fine that we didn't get a free switch. I'm not too upset about that. Oh, and that's enough. Get a beast boost. I wasn't paying too much attention to my health. Hail gonna knock us out. Hope not. Because I would like one more turn. Okay, yeah, we have good enough. Now we can set up some sand. They're definitely not going to be able to change the weather now. And here's what we're going to do. I'm just going to keep throwing out flash cannons. And if they want to ally switch, then they lose that Primarina. Okay, well, I think that pretty much seals up the game. I really don't want a Trick Room to come out, which is why I really want that Porygon gone. And it might still get Trick Room up, but even so, I'm not really worried. Oh, we do have a special attack boost, so that should be plenty. Oh, it's so bulky. Discharge, huh? Well, that's fine. Do we get paralyzed? Nope. And the sandstorm would be enough. There we go. And this Primarina has she already protected. Let's just Vicious Rend and Rockfall, and that should be that. I'm curious to see how much Vicious Rend is going to do when it's resisted. Let's see. Oh, it does so much. Oh, it does so much. And there we go. That wasn't so bad. I think they're really banking on that Hypnosis sleep lasting longer. The one turn sleep really, I think it made a big difference for us. I wonder what would have happened if we had even a 2-turn sleep. That extra damage made a big difference. Okay, well, let's see what happens in game 2. Moving on up. So Season 10, Series 10 is going to be interesting, I think. I've never battled in a restricted format before, so I'm trying to think about which Pokemon I want to be my restricted one. No Dynamax, it's fascinating. Okay, so we've got one of these. We've got Vehicle, we've got Trick Room, we've got Landorus. I don't see too much in the that would stop if we just let Dracovish. No, I don't think I want to lead Dracovish. I want to clean up with Dracovish. I like Grimmsnarl here. Screens will be helpful, and I know Urshifu can crit through it, and you know it might be Dark Urshifu. I hope so. That'd make Tyranitar a little safer. Definitely want Tyranitar and Dracovish in the back. Now I need a good max option. I think Celesteela is a good max option here. Intimidate won't affect it. Venusaur can't do anything about it. And Torkoal actually is a bit scary for it. This is where I... Oh wait, that's the wrong Pokemon. We want Tyranitar. This is the point where I wish Celesteela had a rock move, but you know what? It'll be fine. Especially with Light Screen. So we might just turn 1 max with Celesteela, do as much damage as we can, hopefully take out the Torkoal so they lose weather control. And or at least make it very weak. Sun really does mess up Dracovish, but as long as it's going first, it still does a good chunk of damage. Venusaur and Porygon 2, okay. They probably wanted to make sure they could keep weather control here. The one thing we got to be wary of is a sleep powder. And I really don't want a sleep powder. I'd rather have Trick Room, to be honest. Neither of these are very threatening to me right now. And I wonder if it'd just be good to start getting speed boosts. Yeah, I don't see why not, because then we can start outspeeding the Landorus. Yeah, let's do it. Let's start getting some speed boosts. Nothing can come in on this, right? Rotom, I guess. We have Energy Ball for it. Okay. Let's do that. Okay, so that's not gonna... That's not going to sleep powder me, which is fine. And if we don't get Light Screen, I'm not too worried about it. I don't think Sludge Bomb would knock out in one hit. Because it's basically still Sludge Bomb. Max uses it's just Sludge Bomb. In terms of power. I'm curious what the Porygon is going to do. I'm guessing Trick Room. In which case, that's a pretty good play. But I still like the damage we're going to get off on this Venusaur. And now it can protect, which is good to know. Fine Lash. Into Grimmsnarl, I'm sure. I wonder if they're just going to knock it out. Blackboard. How much do we do? Oh, we do a lot. We do a lot. And it can't protect. They could switch in Torkoal after this turn. Yeah, there's the Trick Room. That's fine. I can handle that. Grimmsnarl's okay. We got one more turn of Grimmsnarl. I wonder if they're even going to use their damage on it. They might want that speed boost, but I want the Light Screen. And what do we want to do after this? Tyranitar is pretty slow. And I really don't want Tyranitar to be around that Venusaur. I should be slower there. Should I start getting damage on the Porygon? Or should I just knock out this Venusaur? I think I'm just... Venusaur's not threatening at all. I'm gonna get some damage on Porygon. Because, what's it got? Grass, which is double resisted. Okay, I can knock out the Venusaur, that's fine. Or it's got ground, which is immune, poison, immune. Yeah, can't do it. And they don't get a free switch in this way. But I do. And really, a Rock Slide should be enough to take out the Venusaur. Just a plain old Rock Slide. Plus, our Tyranitar is not really threatened by Porygon. But man, is that a bulky Porygon. Look how little damage it took. So I want a Rock Slide. I want to Steel Spike again. I don't see any reason not to Steel Spike. Steel Spike. Plus we have Light Screen now. And Sand. So this is looking pretty good for us. Recover, that's fine. Now I'm wondering how slow is this Venusaur? I've got a little bit of speed, just a teeny tiny bit. Yep, there we go. Yeah, that's enough. All they got out of their Dynamax was a Vine Lash. and we can handle that. Got a defense boost in case they bring out Tyranitar. Or sorry, not Tyranitar, Landorus. We can take that. I'm guessing the Porygon's probably just going to recover again. Ah, Torkoal. No. Torkoal is definitely just going to Eruption. That's for sure. And I'm wondering if it's honestly worth it to go ahead and switch to Dracovish just to block the damage. How much turn have we got left? One more turn of Eyelash, 2 more turns of Trick Room. Plenty of Light Screen. Okay. Let's see. Where were we? Okay. Rock Slide. Switch Celesteela to Dracovish. Let's do that. And Porygon 2 is probably going to recover. I'm not worried about Porygon's damage. Heat Wave. Okay. No Eruption, huh? Well, that's even less damage. That's fine by me. No burns. You like that? Dracovish can take that. That's no problem. Crit on Torkoal. That's handy. Tyranitar's starting to look a little weak in terms of HP. We got one more turn of Trickery. So we got some tricky tricks up our sleeve we can do. I'm wondering if this Torkoal has Body Press or if it might have possibly... I don't think it's got a Heat Wave again, that's for sure. Body Press or Solar Beam. And here's what I want to do. I want to just go ahead and Fish's Wren doesn't do very much in the situation here. You know, I think this might just be the situation to protect, preserve my HP. Yeah, I'm going to do it. They won't expect that. And then I'll be able to switch back out with Tyranitar. I'm thinking an Air Slash from Celesteela should be enough. Yep, might be switched. Yep, and there's the recover. And they're going to Trick Room again, which is not really the end of the world. I'm going to Air Slash the Torkoal and force them to protect or lose their Torkoal. A lot of Torkoals don't run protect. And obviously we have to switch out. And they're going to lose the Sun here. We're in a very interesting position here. I'm wondering what their last... No! Well, Celesteela survives, so there's no Sun. Burn kind of stinks, but not the end of the world here. And I guess the play is to just bring back out our Dracovish. Even though I don't really want it to take any more damage. But preserving Celesteela, at least for a switch in or a sacrifice, could be really helpful. Who's their last Pokemon? Urshifu? If it's Urshifu, I definitely want to preserve Dracovish's HP, but that Air Slash miss is a real bummer. That's for sure. Oh, and they've got Body Press, so we're going to lose Tyranitar here. But let's see what they did. If they wanted to get rid of Celesteela or Tyranitar. Yeah, it's the Body Press. Man, that Air Slash miss. Oh, that's a real bummer. 5%. 5% chance to miss. But it's enough. We're going to lose because of that, that's for sure. I'm not saying we wouldn't necessarily won, but now we're definitely going to lose. I don't see any way out of this. Got no HP left. But that's why I always stick through a game. They weren't in a real good position that turn, right? But you never know when they're just going to miss, right? Yeah, it doesn't really matter what you do this turn. It's going to Heat Wave and Thunderbolt, and that'll be it. But they could miss. Yeah, Body Press. Smart. More consistent. And it's... Oh, it's not quite enough. But Thunderbolt into Dracovish. And with the burn, it's over. And it would have knocked out too. Oh boy, are these boosts. And it also goes to show another thing I probably could have handled better. And it's really just the turn one read. Right? I might should have just taunted the Porygon instead so it couldn't get up Trick Room. And yeah, it was Hershey food. So it couldn't get up Trick Room, and I was so afraid of the Sleep Powder. And Sucker Punch, that'll do it. Porygon got up 2 Trick Rooms, which is really valuable. And Porygon 2 is really good at that, so it's so bulky. It's hard to knock out. You saw how little damage we did to it. I also could have superpowered it at some point. I'm not really too upset with how I played that match. Let's see what they got. Assault Vest. Classic Assault Vest. Eviolite. Was Charcoal. Oh, they just didn't carry Eruption, huh? Oh, so that they could fit Yawn. Interesting. $50. Okay. Alright. Third match. Final match. Let's see what we got. Kind of a lower rank. And the person we had just fought was ranked 600. They made some good plays, so. Okay, so we've got Kingdra, but no Rain. Unless Prankster Rain Dance? Caesar. Caesar's actually kind of bad news for Tyranitar. I don't like that. But we do have Incineroar for it. And Aegislash, Annihilego, and Urshifu. This is an interesting team, that's for sure. And I kind of like Garchomp here. I kind of like Garchomp and Celesteela. And I want Incineroar in the back. I'm not really feeling Dracovish in this match. I wonder if... I don't like Tyranitar here either. Interesting. I wonder if it's worth it to get screens up in this match. I think it will be. So let's withdraw. Let's put Grimmsnarl there. Incineroar in the back, Celesteela. I don't want to put Incineroar up first because you don't know if it's going to be Defiant. I don't know what that Kingdra's doing. That's really tripping me up. But we'll see. Oh yeah, and also because Prankster Rain Dance. If that's what that is. You know, maybe I should have brought Tyranitar just to change the weather. Thundurus and Caesar, huh? So I'm definitely going to put up a Reflect, and I'm going to Taunt. Oh wait, I can't do both of those at the same turn. Silly me. I like Rock Slide here. Get some damage on both. And let's start with Reflect. Do we start with Reflect? Yeah, we do, because we need to avoid getting knocked out by Caesar on the first turn. Ah, I bet that is okay. I don't know if this is going to be a physical or a special Aegislash. We'll see. A taunt on Aegislash would be really valuable, because then it couldn't King's Shield. Flinch! I'll take it. Leftovers. What is this Aegislash? I don't see a reason not to just Rock Slide again, and I want to taunt. Yes, I do. Okay, some more. Yeah, I'm going to taunt, and I think next turn will be a really good turn for Incineroar to come in. No King's Shield for you. Getting some good damage off with that Rock Slide. That shouldn't knock out with Reflect. If we didn't have Reflect, it would have knocked out. No substitute. Aha! I'm glad I did that. In that case, I wonder what they're going to do. Do you think they're going to stay in? Probably not, right? Here's what I'd like to do, actually. I've got Celesteela, right? I want to just Earthquake. I want to Earthquake, and I want to switch to Celesteela. And if they switch in Thundurus, I mean, that's fine. But I want that spread damage. I wonder, I'm surprised Caesar was using Iron Head instead of Bullet Punch. They're not switching. Are they maxing? Kind of forgot about max this game, to be honest. Okay, they are switching. And Thundurus, that's okay. I think there's a decent chance Earthquake will knock out Caesar here. Oh, so close. And a berry? Okay. Vicky, I'm sure. U-turn. No damage here. But they do get to switch out. Oh, this is going to be the Kingdra. Or it could be the Aegislash again. Lego. Okay. Lego's pretty fast. I'm trying to remember if it's faster than Garchomp. And Lego on my other teams, I suppose I should know. I think it is. That said, that's not really great coverage here. We're in a really good spot. I want to actually I want to do this, and I kind of want to max and Steel Spike. Yeah, we got fire moves for the steel types. Yeah, let's do that. I feel like we're in a pretty good position here. I'm wondering what they're gonna Thunder Wave my Celesteela, I guess, maybe. We didn't get light screen up, but I'm not too worried about it. Protect. Well, that's fine. Fury Impulse. Oh, I should have known. Should have known better, but I think that's still okay. They're still going to get defense boosts. And that's a lot of damage on Thundurus. And they still haven't even touched like Garchomp. He's just been sitting there throwing out life orb attacks. Citrus, huh? Okay. Maybe I should have done... Maybe I should have done the max Airstream. I'm wondering if it's beneficial to put Garchomp in the back for a little bit. No. Garchomp's definitely the best choice for this Nihilego. And I'm going to Earthquake. They don't have a switch into Earthquake. And Nihilego can't protect again. And I do want to Airstream. I think I do want to Airstream. Because really, we're not getting any real damage off, right, with our Celesteela at this point. So the speed boost, I think, is more effective. And they're probably going to Eerie Impulse again, which is fine. Does the Nihilego have enough damage to knock out my Garchomp with a not very effective attack? Let's find out. Unless they have a coverage move. What coverage move would it be? I'm not sure. Resist that. Oh, they just go for Celesteela. I wonder why they did that. It seems odd to me. Find the Sandstorm. And goodbye, Nihilego's. Nihilego's defense is so low. Look at that. It's so low. Just sneeze on it with the super effective physical attack and comes down. What are we gonna get? A Thunderbolt here? Thunder. They set up the stand and then thundered? I wonder if they know that sand lowers the accuracy, or that's why I don't see a lot of people running Thunder. Unless they're specifically a rain team. Right? That's Thunder's not really a great choice there. And if this is Caesar, then we're definitely faster than it. Unless they got Bullet Punch. In which case, if they do that, I'm just gonna hit them with a Max Flare. Major Slash. Well, I'm just gonna, yeah, which is Earthquake and Thunderous. I'm not really afraid of. It's got Thunder. You know, whatever, right? We still have Incineroar untouched in the back. A little bit of HP left with Rain Dance, huh? Well, that's fine. I'm still not worried about it because Earthquake is going to do so much damage. It was Rain Dance. I predicted that. I didn't predict that it would do it this turn, but oh goodness. So this is still going to knock out. Yeah. Oh man. They just didn't deal with the Garchomp. They just didn't deal with it. They just let it do whatever it wanted. And that's what's been doing so much damage to them. Hey look, we're only at -1. Our Dynamax is over. Wow, they really were not ready for Garchomp. My goodness. I've been mindlessly clicking attack buttons on Garchomp. I didn't realize just how much damage it's been doing. It has shredded this team. Just shredded it. Just shredded. And we still have Reflect for another 2 turns. So, another Rock Slide, and I guess we'll Flamethrower. And you can Rain Dance if you want, I guess. So let's see, they had Rain Dance, Eerie Impulse, Thunder. I don't know what its other move is, but if it's not another coverage move, it cannot touch Garchomp. Avoided the attack, that's fine, whatever. Wasn't enough to knock out Caesar, but that's fine. We're faster because we got the speed boost. Hey, we're back up to neutral. And we're just gonna throw out a Dragon Claw. Thunder. Oh, you landed it this time. Oh, that's fine. Still not enough. Celesteela is bulky. Especially with the Assault Vest, of course. And Dragon Claw just so we don't miss. And because Thunderous cannot win unless it has another coverage move. I guess another Flamethrower. And that's that game. Yeah. I went pretty well, I've got to say. I don't think I'm being controversial when I say that Are we going to get to see that team? No, but we do get a calcium. I use those. What's our rank now? That was a good session. Thanks for watching. Yeah, it just shows if you don't deal with the aggressors on the other team, they'll just shred a hole in you. And we also learned, sometimes a battle can be won and lost on a 5% mischance, right? I'm wondering if I would have won that game in the end, especially with the Dracovish being so low health, and they had Urshifu in the back with Sucker Punch. So I think they played that really well, and if I had in game 2 just did taunt on Porygon instead of being so worried about the sleep, because if they had put me to sleep and done some sun stuff, and I just, if I just waited a Dynamax, I might have been able to wait out that sleep, and it also could have missed. So I think the taunt on the Porygon 2 is probably more important. But, well, here we are. You live, you learn, and we still had some good battles. And that was a good battle. I really liked that second one. All right, well, thanks for watching, and I hope I'll see you in the next one.